Ek is Abidah, Dixon, Mohamed en ja, vandag kuier ek nie in die kombuisie, maar sommer buitekant saam met Mishkaah Edwards, want loadshedding gaan nie vir ons keer om te doen wat ons wil doen, nee. Hallo julle, sien julle waar is ons vandag in die buitelug? Want, wat is hy ding se naam nou weer? Loadshedding. Ons is mos nou by steeds, loadshedding. Nou so nou. Maar nou moet ons maar nou net maak met wat ons het, wat die show must go op. En dan nou, die persoon wat ek nog mee gesels, sy doen het mal. En vandag gesels ek lekker met Mishkaah in die kombuis. Salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam, how are you doing?
Nee, lekker.
It's so good to be back.
Yay, it's good to be back. Ken jy so?
Ken het, ja. Kan het nie sing nie. Die audience gaan weghalen.
Ons los maar die singery van die Els en dan kan maak aan die agtergrond. Mishkaah, soos ek nou net gesê het, ons kan nie vir ons steur met loadshedding nie.
Ons gaan glad nie vir ons steur met loadshedding nie. Die Eskom kan maar doen hulle ding. So, originally, I was going to make you a bobotie.
Yes.
But now we need an oven to make the bobotie. So that's cancelled. But we're adapting. Right?
Okay.
So remember the last time I spoke to you, I told you that I am a quick cook. I like to spend as little time as possible in the kitchen.
Nou daarom is ons mos vriende man, sing jy nou.
Quick cook. So one of the things that I do regularly is I braise mince, but like somewhat 2 kilos mince per keer, right? Once it's cooled, what I then do is I will portion it off, and I'll just take a frozen block of mince out, but now I'll start braising my mince. So in here, I've got turmeric, garam masala, and some of my red curry.
En daar is ywer in, né?
Ja.
Ja, nou sien julle sy was te pragtig om maar ywer klaar te begin braai.
Because I know, auntie, it was issues met ywer.
Ja, ek het nie issues met ywer nie, my oë het issues met ywer. Daar's 'n verskil.
Okay.
Nou Mishkaah gou, is daai 2 kilos?
Nee.
Okay.
Just half the 1 kilo. This is 1 kilo.
Okay.
All right. But I just want to show you. So I'm just going to do a braised mince quickly.
Yes.
We're not going to do anything particularly with this. But now after my base of braised mince, we can make cottage pie from it. We can use the same mince to make a mince pie.
Yes.
We can use it for bobotie. We can make a curry with it. We can make a pasta with it. You can use it for wraps. You can use it on a pizza. What else can we use?
Sommer nog bolle.
Okay, no. You can't make meatballs. I mean, it's kind of frikadel maak met with braised mince, because frikadel you make with raw mince.
Ach, maar dat was altyd
nee. You know, you are so fast. With the meatballs or the frikadelle, what I do is I mix my frikadelle mixture.
Soos gewoonlik.
Soos gewoonlik, met die brood, but not with the egg. Okay. So you spice it, you throw your parsley in, or if you want to make a spicy kind of frikadelle, you're going to add masala in, and onions, you do everything.
Yeah.
You put your bread in and everything except the eggs. So then you portion off your frikadelle mixture as well, and you freeze that. So now when you are ready to make your frikadelle, you take it out, you defrost it, and all you do is add your egg. Now you can make fried frikadelle, und frikadelle, tomato meatballs. Make it nice into a round, make little patties from it to go onto your burgers. You can even make little patties and put it inside pastry. And it will be like a burger pie. Put cheese on it and that sort of thing. But now, Auntie Abidah, your hands are standing still.
Ja, man, ek wil nou net vir hulle mos nou sê, jy gesels nou so dat ek vergiet nie, man.
Slicing that
the green pepper.
The green pepper for me.
Maar haal ek vir hierdie uit.
Canola.
Ja. Want ek wil nou net gesê het, ek is van 'n stel om vir haar te help, maar sy gee sulke kwaai inligting, né, dat ek nou net eers mooi moet luister, man.
Okay, so Auntie Abidah, I just want to show you as well.
Ek sny op die plastic, gaan die plastic.
No, that's the cutting board. I just add a small little bit of Kalahari salt.
Kalahari.
Yes. Now there's a reason that I use Kalahari salt.
Yeah.
The reason I use Kalahari salt is...
Nou, wat is Kalahari sout? Is dit klaar geding is? Oh,
Nee,
dis nie
man,
gewone wat ons
Kalahari
gebruik.
sout kom van die Kalahari af.
Ja, ek weet man, maar wat ek
Now you know you
is
get
nou-
lots of other types of salt.
Yes. Het jy al
Kijk, nou,
gesien al? Het jy al 'n swart sout gesien?
Yeah.
Ja.
The swart sout,
Yeah.
the best one actually comes from Hawaii because it comes from some volcanic area, so it naturally is
Oh, okay.
black. But I use Kalahari salt for a number of reasons. First, the mineral content is very high in the Kalahari salt. Secondly, it's a local salt.
Mishkaah, kyk gou hier as dit
Kan
reg
ek die ander een nou?
Hierdie
kyk en
ene.
hulle- Ja.
O, die hele een.
Ja, die hele een. I told you you're going to work here for me today. Eh? I can't be the only one cooking. So, Kalahari salt comes from the salt pans of the Kalahari. What basically happens is
Yes.
the salt, the brine or the water, the salt water,
Ja.
it gets, what do you call that word?
Wat 'n woord?
Siphoned up to the ground.
Yeah.
It then gets sun-dried and you end up with salt.
Sure.
So the reason I also like Kalahari salt is because it's sustainable. Sustainable means that water is going to keep coming and coming and coming.
Okay.
It's going to be unlike other salt where they've got to chop away half of the mountain
Ja.
in order to grind the salt
Maar
up.
ek moet daarom sê jy het dan baie goeie lekker kennis van die sout storie, né?
Kyk eens, ons moet kennis hê van salt because we use salt for everything.
Yes.
I mean, you walk into any restaurant, you're going to find salt and pepper
Yeah.
on the table. We must use salt in our food. And besides that, even though salt gets a bad rap, it's not all that bad because you do actually need salt in order for your
You
body
get
to work.
good salt.
Yes. Like the Kalahari salt that
And
we're using right
the same
now.
like you get good fat.
Of course you get good fat. You do get good fat. I've got the good fat. You've got the good fat. Okay. Have a look over here. So, braised.
Yes.
Klaar. I think
Okay.
that took about 5 minutes,
All right.
6 minutes. It's finished. You can see it doesn't have lots of color to it.
Yes.
Because we're going to add more things to this to make it a proper dish now.
All right.
And
So
that's it.
of nog?
No,
Let's
perfect.
Okay, is
Perfect.
nie so. There we go.
Right.
So-
And that is our braised mince, right? So later on, I'm going to show you what we're going to do with this braised mince. This braised mince is going to become 2 dishes now. Now, like I said, it would have been a bobotie
Ja.
and something else.
Okay.
But now, it's not going to be a bobotie any longer.
Okay, nou bly julle gou ingeskakel terwyl sy nou gou besluit wat gaan sy vir julle wys wanneer ons terug. Welkom terug julle. Ek gesels nog steeds lekker hier in die kombuis saam met Mishkaah, die vrou wat haar eie spices as speserye maak. Maar ons gaan 'n bietjie later daaroor gesels. Nou Mishkaah, jy het nou mins lekker daar gebrys. Jy het nou omtrent gesê wat 'n mens kan doen met verskillende goeders met jou mins. Wat gaan jy nou vir ons doen?
Nee, wat gaan Auntie Abidah nou vir ons
O, wat gaan
doen?
ek nou doen? Okay.
Okay, so again, with my prepping that I do,
Yes.
we've got some chicken strips here. Now, all I've done with those chicken strips is I flash fried it
Yeah.
with some Cajun spice. So now, Auntie Abidah, you're going to make us a pasta dish.
Okay.
All right? You can put your
Alles.
green pepper, all of it,
Alles. Okay.
in the
Bismillah.
pan.
There you go. Lekker.
And
En hy's
you-
'n bietjie olie in, hè?
There's a small little bit of oil in it. Do you remember this?
Ja, braisspice.
Braising
Auntie Elsie se
spice.
lekker ding.
Right. There you go.
So hy braise nou.
Hy braise nou.
Oeps. Kyk hoe braise Auntie Elsie laat hy sommer buite die pan sommer val.
Okay. So, while that is busy
Hy nou lekker.
braising,
Ja.
I almost thought you stole my spoon now. So, over here,
Yes.
remember I told you we can make 2 pots of food from
Van diamond.
the mince.
Ja.
So now I'm just taking half out. But I remember ordinarily I would have taken out a packet of this from the freezer and I just would have popped it into the pan.
Ja. Okay. So is dit nou van jou tippies wat hy nou vir ons nog gee?
Yeah. Life is busy, man.
As ek nog mag vra, hoekom hou jy nou die green pepper heel, kom ek sê in lang weerpies nou af en steeds miskien van kleiner sny en so aan?
For the color, for
Yeah.
starters, and we don't want it to get lost in the dish that we are making.
Okay.
And we just want it to still look whole because it's colourful. Okay. So,
Dit met jou.
you met me.
Ja, ek is met jou. Okay, terwyl Mishkaah nou gou vir ons lekker stories gaan vertel, wil ek net gou vir julle herinner, né? Julle sien ons backdrop. En hoekom ons nou buite is. Want soos ek weer sê, ons is nou by states van load shedding. Hy is nou my eie gedeelte, né? Ek sê maar dit, want ons het so baie. So ja, maar,
Can I just get my tomato, please?
soos hulle sal sê, sy moet doen met wat sy het. Ons gaat net aan, dis hy.
I have a homemade tomato pasta sauce here.
Homemade, so dis jou eie een wat jy nou by mekaar nog.
Very easy to sit by mekaar. All we do is we roast our tomatoes in the oven, throw it out of the oven into dit weer trone, smyt.
Ja, smyt dit net in,
Smyt dit net in.
Smyt dit net in.
And all you do is you take a stick blender and you stick blend it
Ja.
and you leave it on the stove until it reduces down.
Dis net tomaties, niks anders in nie.
Just tomatoes.
Wow.
And it's just been roasted with a little bit of olive oil. That's all. So
Wow.
can I just
That
get my
doesn't
chilies and my herbs over here? Yeah, I've got some crushed chilies, oregano and some basil because we are going to make a pasta dish with
Met
this.
daai een.
Yeah. But now, I didn't even use salt in here. Because, you know, sometimes you want to have gesmoorde tomati and all of that.
Ja.
I'm just putting about 2 teaspoons of salt in here because, you know, to take the tartness, okay, maybe 3 teaspoons, to take the tartness of that salt
Okay, nou
away.
ek sien ons het 'n bakkie sout en daai ene, so
No, this is salt, this is suiker.
maar jy gesê sout van.
Oh, sorry.
Ja.
Sorry, ma'am. Short end talk.
Wat ek
So-
wil nou sê. Okay. Alright, so
Ja.
dis suiker.
Suiker, sorry.
Ja.
Suiker.
Okay.
And there we have a beautiful tomato pasta. You can use this tomato pasta for a bolognese, you can use it for a casserole.
Yes.
Again, topping for a pizza, you name it.
So daar's jou pasta ook klaar. Ja.
Luckily, before
Yeah.
we started shedding a load.
Okay.
Now, can I tell you something with the pasta as well?
Ja.
Boil the pasta, not completely cooked.
Ja.
Pop it into the freezer. I know a lot of people are going to turn around and say, ooh, how can you freeze pasta? I do. And it works out perfectly fine because, again, life is busy.
Ja. Maar wie gaan ek nogal vir jou sê dat is seker maar iets wat ek miskien moet aangewoond raak om goed te vries of something want vir jare
A lot of people don't like that, and a lot of people also don't like using the microwave. But
ja.
hoekom nie? Make life easy.
Maar baie keer gaan dit ook oor wat eintlik in jou maag ingaan, maar nie altyd oor wat maklik is nie, Mishkaah. En ek meen habits is mos nie sommer
hard.
wat weggaan
Ja,
nie, né?
ja, nee, ek verstaan.
So byvoorbeeld, as my kinders, hulle glo nog aan dat as hulle uit die werk uitkom, dan wil hulle sien dat pot kook nou op die stoof.
Ja, ek gaan nog altyd kook.
Uh.
But you've just made it easier for yourself. So you've taken out the pasta from the freezer, you've taken out everything out of the freezer, and there you go. Right. And look at here, Abidah. There is
Jou
my
pasta.
pasta dish
So,
with
okay, so
mince.
nou gaan hy in die bak, wat gaat nog oor en dan gaan hy
Okay, now again, ordinarily, I would have put it in a casserole,
Ja.
and we would have grated some cheese on it and popped it into the oven.
Yes.
But since we are load shedding,
Ja.
Bismillah.
So daar gaan ons met daai.
There we go. There we go.
Die vrou is nogal slim, né? Sy is nogal slim. Maar ek wonder net hoe lief is sy vir haar kombuis as sy so klompie tips het. Mishkaah gou voor ons gaan na vir 'n breek. Vertel gou vir ons kyk eers hoe lief is sy vir jou kombuis.
Nie baie lief nie. Baie lief om te eet. But it's not that it is nie dat ek nie baie lief is nie. Ek het 'n beautiful kombuis.
Mashallah.
But I'm busy. I
Yes.
don't have a lot of time to spend in that kitchen.
Nou soos julle mos nou al van my ken, wat sy nou sê kan ek mos nou second. Ek hou mos ook nie van my kombuisie. In fact, ek hou glad nie eens van kos maakie. Nee man, maar ek kan kook, so ek gaan net daarin omdat ek dit nou moet doen. Maar hoe gouer ek kan uit, hoe beter. En that's it. So as ek 'n halfuur vat vir kos maak, is hy nog 'n bietjie te veel.
No,
so,
that's way too much. 20 minute vir my.
Ja, daarom het ek mos nou mense wat soos die is wat my mos nou vir my gou kan help en gou kan leer. Bly julle gewoon geskakel daar. Ons is nou weer terug. Welkom terug julle. My mond is nog 'n bietjie vol. Want ek het een van Mishkaah se hoenetjies gesteel hierso. Ek moes nou geproe. Nou Mishkaah, daar die green peppergoedjies is nou klaar. Wat doen jy nou gou verder vir ons nou?
Okay, just tell Auntie now. So that braised mince that I did earlier, here's the other half of that braised mince. This is my curry premix.
Goed.
Right, one of my premixes that I make. I'm adding this because we are now just going to make a very, very quick curry.
Okay.
Ho. And you will see we enjoy our curry with, can we get some of these potatoes?
Net so 'n klein bietjie potatoes. Hy word nie nog deurgesny nie, maar hy's klein genoeg.
Yeah, it's baby potatoes that I've just used.
Okay. Nou Mishkaah, ek kan sien hoekom jy so 'n slim vrou is. Maar weet jy hoekom? Die vrou maak mos nou ook haar eie speserye, haar eie spices. Nou as ek nou nie gesien het met my eie oë nou nie, Mishkaah, is mos nou van die potjies hierso. En het ek nou gesê sy lieg, maar vertel gou daar vir ons kyk is dit waar?
Ja, dit is waar. It is absolutely waar. So, bijvoorbeeld, this over here is my Spice Etc. curry premix. And I've got them in 3 variations.
Yes.
The curry premix comes in medium, mild, and hot. So, there's a recipe at the back. And it will tell you, fry the onion, add your meat, do this,
Okay,
do
so
that.
that's not like for beginners.
For anybody.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Then, we also have, in our premix range, we have butter chicken, tandoori chicken, and tikka curry chicken. And I can guarantee you, you'll be able to make a pot of chicken curry from start to finish in 20 minutes. Okay. Why did I do that?
Yeah.
Because you know how much I love my kitchen. Okay, Auntie Abidah, you're going to make now a rice stir fry. So, you can, oh wait, before that, I love upcycling, eh?
Huh?
So upcycling, man, not recycling, we upcycle. I've got some veggies left over from last night.
Alright.
So we're just going to add this mixed veggies in from last night. And now, we can add about half of this chicken in.
Okay. How much for my?
Maybe all of it. Let's do all of it. We might as well, hey? So, there you go. Stir fry.
Yeah.
Away.
So, I'm nog geroer word.
Hy moet nou geroer word.
Alright. Okay. Nou, ek kan vir julle sê, soos julle nou kan sien hier in die pan, die hoender alleen. Oh, lyk vir jou amazing. En julle het ons nog gesien, ek het sommer al voor die tyd geproe. So, hy proe sommer ook verskriklik. En soos ek altyd sê, sy kry mos television, maar een van die dae kry sy smell-o-vision. Want dan kan al die smell sommer so deur die TV en dan kan sy het sommer kry.
Yeah, instead of 3D, we can have 4D now.
Or 5, man, sommer 5.
Okay. Peas.
Gaan daar.
Not everybody likes peas in the mince curry.
Goed.
I do.
Ja, want hy is mos nou nog ons groot geword het en ons het ken. Want baie gaan sê, nee, wat is mince curry sonder ertjies?
So, now, did you see? I didn't add anything to this pot for the curry. No garlic.
No nothing.
No turmeric, no nothing. All I did was use the premix. I didn't even add salt to it. Because the premix contains salt already.
Alles
that you now want.
En daai dan
is in the premix, and there's your curry. So you don't need to think, hoeveel turmeric moet ek ingooi, hoeveel this, hoeveel that. Nothing like that.
Ek luister vir jou, Mishkaah. Ek luister nou, wat is nou hier en is nie wat moet daar in.
Okay, maak geoop.
Ek maak hom oop.
Leftover rice.
Okay, en ek kan sommer ruik, dit is basmati rice.
Nee, actually not.
Man, ek kry net die ryk van die basmati.
That is Beamery rice.
Dis rys.
Beamery. Beamery is another type of rice. Like mens kry wit rice, jasmine rice, basmati rice. So this one is called Beamery. Beamery is a shorter grain than basmati. It cooks a lot softer. As mens dit nou te lank los, dan sy pap. But you know what pap rice is? It's with food like winchy brie and
verskriklik.
Dalkos and so on.
Ek lyk sy paprys man, vir alles dit so pat met jou 5 vingers en jy het hom so en jy druk hom neer. Auntie Elsie, you must try it.
There we go. So leftover rice again is being upcycled.
Upcycled and not recycled.
Upcycled.
Let's see.
And can I tell you something? Let me just tell you what I do. You know when you rinse your rice, so now you get that water that we don't use, that we normally throw down the drain.
Die vaalwater.
The vaalwater, the grey water. I don't throw that water away. What I do with that water is, I place that water in a jug, and then I take it outside and I water my plants with it.
Okay.
Because it's rice water, it's quite nutritious.
As hulle sê, baie goed vir die plante.
No, but besides the planta, I heard somebody told me that you can even use it on your hair and on your skin. I don't know about that. I haven't researched that again.
Daai het ek al gehoor van ryswater wat jy op jou hare kan mee afspoel. Dit werk baie goed. Dit het ek ook al gehoor, maar nog nie self gebruik nie. Want ek het mos nog nie eintlik hare nie, you know, so
As jy binne hare.
Jy mos 'n blitskop man.
And there we go. We have a beautiful rice stir fry.
Yes. En daar is jou minskerry dan ook.
And here's our mince curry going on over here. And we'll have our mince curry cooked shortly.
En daar is die vrou, soos sy sê, 20 minute tops in haar kombuis. En daar is sy klaar.
3 dishes.
Okay. Nou ja, vandag het ons 'n load shedding episode, maar ek gaan vir jou sê dit is sommer baie lekker buitekant. Nou Mishkaah het nou vir ons 3 disse gemaak. Noem gou vir my hier.
Die 2 mince dishes.
Goed.
Ons het net 'n braised gesmoorde mince gemaak.
Yes.
En toe maak ons mos nou die 2 dishes van die gesmoorde mince.
Okay.
En in die eerste ene het ons net ons mince base gevat. Ons het tomatie saus bygegooi.
Yes.
Bietjie herbs. What's herbs in Afrikaans? Speserye. En kruie. Ons het kruie en ons het kruie en ons het crushed chilies daarbij gegooi. So for the curry, we used, again, just our base. We added potatoes, we added tomato, and we added the spice, etc. premix. In the upcycled dish of our rice stir fry, we've got Cajun chicken strips, leftover vegetables from last night, or you can just take frozen vegetables, stir fried very quickly, have leftover rice, and there you go. Oh yes, and the braising spice. And that's it. That's our 3 dishes. But Auntie, you can't just sit and eat so lekker now. I've got to try it as well.
Ek kan mos ja, maar sy stadig is hy.
But I must tell you, for an outside show, ons het dit nogal gerokne. It was very, very good. And I think it was a blessing for me, you know, the hot flashes. So being outside was just brilliant.
En ek gaan vir julle sê, die feit dat die green peppers en goed is lekker voor die tyd gebruis word, né? En lekker sag is. Gee amazing smaak. Mishkaah, kan ek weer kom?
Oh, absolutely. Maar die volgende keer as die Abidah kom, né, dan gaan ek van die Abidah wys hoe gou maak ek 'n koek.
'n koek.
'n koek. Like a chocolate cake.
Okay.
And a nice carrot cake. And I will show you the tips that I've got for my cakes.
Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing.
But shukran so much for the opportunity. You know.
Sy vra nie eers, sy sê sommer wanneer ek weer kom. Hoor wat?
But Auntie gaan moes nou weer kom. Auntie lyk moes om lekker te eet. En ek hou van gou lekker kos te maak.
Nou, Mishkaah sien dat sy nou vandag vir ons so bederf het. Ons het nou nie veel nie, maar ons wil net veel sê.
Man. Shukran so
As van die Proe se
much.
mense. En ons sê vir jou, sy moet maar ingaan met
Shukran.
jou lekker werk.
I will absolutely love this. Shukran so much at Abidah.
Wag, kyk, ek wil nou aspres, ek wil kyk of 'n aardappelsag is.
Die tyd het nie gebreek nie, is sa.
Absolutely lekker man. Ek kan vir julle sê mense, ek weet nie van julle nie, maar ek proe tog te lekker. En ek weet nie van julle nie, maar sien julle is nog 2 bakkies voor my. So ja, daai 2 bakkies gaan nou nog verder lekker geproe word. En ek hoop jy het die dag lekker geniet saam met my en Mishkaah Edwards. Tot volgende keer, mooi bly. Ek is Abidah, Dixon en Mohamed. En volgende week gaan kuier ek vir die sportman met die naam van Mishkaah Edwards.